Happy birthday, Gemini, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back once again to my channel. If you're new, I certainly appreciate both your viewership as well as your subscriptions. So, what I'd like to do for you today is to once again focus on your romantic situation, but I like to add a bonus to this reading, okay? I'm going to utilize Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet in order to convey your message, okay? Because this story was a very, very violent story, you know, with two young people, ladies and gentlemen, falling in love and their family disapproving, okay? And of course, it subsequently um, led to a blood feud, okay? It's certainly one of the most quintessential stories of our times here, particularly of young love here. And as such, I feel that for many of you, this story certainly relates to what you've been experiencing. It may not be it. Your situation might have not gotten as brutal and destructive as this one, but let's see what Spirit has in store for you in regards to the messages. And I've decided to make this reading valid, ladies and gentlemen, until the end of July, okay, to just give you some time with which to work with the energies here. So we're going to be utilizing quotes, and I'm going to give you my impressions of what I'm seeing here in terms of interpretations of, what you've really been experiencing or can expect to experience during this time period in question. We're going to start off by just sharing with you what the reading is really all about, an overarching theme. And then I'm going to provide you with additional insight into your situation, okay? Rest assured, ladies and gentlemen, that this is a general reading. And as such, it certainly will not and may not resonate with each and every one of you out there. But for those for whom this reading is meant, I certainly hope that it offers you the valuable insight, ladies and gentlemen, that many of you are certainly seeking, okay? So with that said, Geminis, I'm just going to just dive right on deeply into this reading with both feet and start off, as indicated, with sharing with you what I'm seeing as the overarching theme here, okay? Now, Gemini, I understand that you've dealt with multiple people, so your reading's probably going to include messages about all of them here, and I'm going to try to give you a consolidated story from which to follow, okay? So we have, ladies and gentlemen, Romeo. So this is certainly saying that many of you met a very idealistic lover, someone who was very passionate, but someone who changed his or her mood as quickly as day and night here, okay? Someone who made, uh, even, this has rashness, but I feel this person at times made irrational decisions here, okay? And this scene here that we're looking at comes from Act 1, Scene 5. I defy you, stars, okay? And then we have a romantic night here. After having met this person, you found yourself in a entanglement. Or some of you might have gotten into a one night stand, or just you had some sort of a sexual encounter here. Okay? And this comes from Act 3, Scene 3. And the quote associated with this is, "Go, take thee to thy love, as was decreed." All right? And then you have Count Paris here. You found out that the person, although this person was very attractive, and you were very noble and sincere to this person had narcissistic type tendencies here that I'm kind of getting. Okay, now we're just looking at the overarching thing, what the reading is really all about here. Okay, and it seems to me that having them, getting with this person, you lost a lot of freedom here, and because there was too much excessive interferences. Remember here, okay, this person certainly was a Casanova or the Romeo here as shown here in this card. All right, and many of you really put in a lot of effort with this person I'm getting, but your efforts were not shown or returned in kind. I'm kind of getting a sense that this is an ex that this reading is talking about for right now here in terms of sharing with you what you really need to know. And the reason being is because this person is more than likely is going to try to reach out to you here. You discovered your love for this person was unrequited. Okay? And Spirit is asking that you take the initiative now, if you have yet to do it, to accept the pain. Fulfill your needs in other ways. And that is either embracing change or improving an existing situation with someone um, that you've been with whom you've been with for some time now. Okay? And the quote associated with this is, "Touch, I have lost myself. Understand that I am not here. This is not Romeo. He's some other where." Okay? It comes from Act 1, Scene 1 here. All right? But despite your difficulties, you still, I feel that after all of that had happened, I still feel that you did have a chance to fall in love and to try to if you haven't yet fallen in love here, I kind of get a sense that you will be falling in love. And some of you might already be in love with someone existing here that I'm getting. Okay? You had a prodigious birth of love. Is It is to me from Act 1, Scene 5. Okay? I'm also getting a strong sense, ladies and gentlemen, that you're going to be receiving a lot of invitations, okay? You're going to make contact with new people, even new love surrounds you here because you have social event here, fellowship, all right? And this comes from Act 1, Scene 2. It shows a fair assembly, whither should they come here? So I'm seeing some type of social event or invitation that many of you are going to be going to. It could be a party or some type of celebration here that I'm getting. Okay? Now let's go on and just look at your past here and see what spirit would like you to know in regards to your past. So Gemini, keep in mind if this reading is resonating, please be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Share it with others to whom you think might benefit, and be sure to press that subscription button. You have Prince Escalas here. Okay? So in the past, like I said, it appears that, excuse me, there have been multiple people with whom you've dealt. And so I feel at least with one of them, you felt very protected. You felt this person offered a lot of kindness um, towards you here. And this comes from Act 3, Scene 1. "I will be deaf to pleading and excuses. No tears, no prayers. Share purchase out abuses here." Okay? So let's fast forward to your present Gemini just to see what's happening now here. Wow. You have rings. So I certainly see a soulmate type connection. This it's possibly with either someone new I'm kind of getting or with someone existing with whom you are dealing at this point here. Um, this is a symbol of love here, and love that I feel you're strongly committed to this person, and you are urged that in order for any successful relationship to work, commitment is always key here. Let's see what's hidden here. So it's very likely that it's someone new or someone existing here because you have the marriage card here. And this card shows that a wedding or a stronger commitment is certainly um, available to you. And it seems that it is coming to you. And this card comes from Act 2, Scene 6. For by your leaves you shall not stay alone, okay? To Holy Church incorporate two in one here. So there's a soulmate connection that surrounds you, ladies and gentlemen, despite what you might think here. Okay? So let's give you some advice. You have this stealing looker here. So Spirit wants you to stay centered, you know? Embrace more courageousness or be courageous. Okay? And use what you learned to kind of make a heartfelt decision. I'm seeing here with this stealing looker card here. This double-edged sword. Act 4, Scene 1. No warmth, no breath shall testify thou livest. And last but not least, we have your outcome here. Wow, you have eager. So it's time that you take immediate action and to surrender procrastination. Spirit wants you to be very eager and bold in attaining whatever it is that you want when it comes to romance here. Okay? So, Geminis, this is your reading. I certainly hope that it offers you food for thought. Be sure to like and share, subscribe if you've yet to subscribe, and should anyone wishes to have a more personalized reading, you can certainly access my website to schedule and or to purchase. Thanks so much for your time.